We visited here on our honeymoon in 2004 and kind of fell in love with the place and wanted the small town feel, and took me years to convince her, but we finally did 4 years later and moved up in 2008.
When we decided to have a third child, we were a little concerned because our last child ended up in the Nicu in Arizona. He ended up being fine, but we had those luxuries of a big city and the doctors that were needed and knowing that those resources were there. The night of July 3rd, I started to have some Braxton Hicks contractions one after another. We ended up going to the hospital at Wood River, and they had said, we're going to keep you. I felt really confident that the nurses and the doctors would be able to provide the level of care necessary here for me and for my baby, and if not, they would get the help that was necessary. When the doctor showed up, she said, I brought my bicycle with me, and I'm just gonna ride up and down the trail system here, and I'll be back every hour or so to check on you. And everything had gone very smoothly, no problems. And when she was born, it looked as though she needed some help breathing. So they took her over to the warmer, and they said, it looks like she's gonna be okay. We're just gonna watch her for about 12 hours. The next morning, the doctor was there and said that he already had Air St. Luke's on their way to pick her up. And I said, I'm gonna go with her. And they said, people aren't normally discharged this soon. And I said, I understand that, but this is my third child. I feel great. And I'm going with my daughter. They said, let us call your doctor. So they called my doctor, and she asked what I needed and assessed how I was feeling, and said, okay, you can go. So as soon as the team arrived for Samantha, they said, that's the mom, she's going with us. That's not a problem. And we flew over to Boise. The doctor was there as soon as we arrived. I had the lactation consultant greet me right away. We were there about 3 days, and she ended up being fine, and she's gonna be fine, and doesn't need any additional follow-up at this point. We were very grateful that we had those resources, especially being in a small town, that we still had the big city, healthcare, with the healthcare system that St. Luke's has. They were amazing. They truly were amazing in the care that they provided. I felt like they wanted to be there and they wanted to be a part of this experience with us.
You kind of know people from the hospital, and you see them in the grocery store, and you see them around town, and you have an idea of who they are. And the guy driving the ambulance, he lives about a 7 iron away. He's just right there. So you kind of know who the people are and who you're dealing with.
I believe that having my baby here in Wood River gave me probably more of an intimate delivery and a very memorable delivery.
I was gonna say, what other town can you have a baby delivered where the doctor's in her biker shorts? It was a great 4th of July, and it was just wonderful.